Welcome to Keeper of Secrets Tarot. I'm Gypsy Girl, here to give you another lesson for today. Just feeling the energy. It's very welcome, or welcoming actually. What is the lesson for today? Breaking up. What is the lesson for today? Thank you, Spirit. What do we need to learn today? Thank you for protecting us, keeping us safe, protecting me, keeping me safe. Emperor. Emperor showing himself today, taking control, being in charge, deciding on life-changing events. For some, it is the time. What is the lesson for today? Thank you, Spirit. What is it that we need to learn today? What is the lesson for today? Making an offer, walking away, Wheel of Fortune, taking things over to bringing things back into balance by leaving a situation, or destiny calling in by sheer nature, like it's just your time. It's the destiny is here card is showing itself too. I haven't seen the destiny card in a little while, but it's there. Things are happening in the way that they're supposed to happen, with or without our knowing about it. It's just knowing makes you that much more aware. You see what changes are occurring in your life, and you notice the change. The moon. Again, the destiny card. Making an offer, standing up for what you want, putting down the burden. This king is taking a relationship, wanting to go to the next level of a relationship. One more shuffle. What is the lesson for today? I need to learn today. See, these are all major events, turning points in our lives. And it depends on your age and what you've been through, what you've done. You don't just get to these points without having gone through some kind of ordeal. Destiny has a hand in everything, you know. What is the lesson for today? Oh, we have a good lesson on the Chariot. Just having my tea. Get 2 sips in while it's hot. My throat needs it this morning. I'm sorry, taking a while here. Or taking a moment. Well, that's what this 7 is about. It's, you gotta decide, but in the decision, the action happens. So this could bring in, from many different angles, an ordeal. Labor, for example. It's an ordeal. A car accident, that's an ordeal. It's physical, this is a spiritual, because of the higher arcana, this is beyond us. So we don't just say, okay, I'm giving birth now, and it happens. It happens. But you have to go through the labor. So it is tough. Then there's the driving, the car, the chariot. It moves, so it represents going, moving, physical movement, getting into a car and going. Changing the direction, because it's a turning point. This is a turning point in the Fool's journey. This would be a turning point where you would make a difficult turn, and the ordeal of going through that difficult turn. It relates to motherhood. It relates to mother. It is ruled by Cancer. The 4th house, home, is related to this 7, because of the Cancer. It rules the 4th house. I keep saying difficult, but it is a test of courage, faith, more than anything. But the will is everything in this card, because you will in that turning. You will it in. First of all, you want to turn. You want to change life. You want to change your life. You want to change things in your life. The change card. Okay, that's what this one is. Because it is higher arcana, it is out of our control. I did mention that, but I want to say it again, because we don't necessarily say, okay, now I want difficulty in my life, let's go get it. No, it comes when we don't see it around the corner. Again, turn in life. So the tool coming in with this difficult turn is, again, this relates to home, the 4 of Pentacles. So this is very close to home. Wanting to find a home could be the beginning of a reading on this. Protecting the home. See, Spirit is giving us things that we need in the moment that we need them. So protecting our heart is what this is. Okay, I'm just gonna spoon feed it out here. It's protecting our heart, things that we hold dear, what we call values. Okay, what's valuable to you? What are your values in life? This is what that represents. And then this is the difficulty in maintaining, upholding what you call dear, because you want to change, but you want to protect at the same time. So it's doing two. It's doing two different. It's two different things happening in the same moment. Okay, in the event of changing your life, you are holding back certain information, or you're holding on to certain things because it's physical and it's action. This is spiritual. This is mundane. So you're acting out. You're doing. I'm trying to see where else I can see, but we need the third card. What is Spirit doing? And here we see Spirit is giving us that peace of mind, because that's the 6 of Swords. where I always say we go off into smooth waters. This is usually after the ordeal. Like we've gone through a hard time. Now we're going to go into smooth waters. We're sailing off into smooth waters. But this is knowledge. This is knowledge. So acceptance of change, acceptance of the ordeal in itself, giving us more groundedness in our values because of change. We decide, we get to make shift happen in what we believe, what we love, what we hold on to, and then we move on into smooth water. Now, Spirit is giving us this notion that no matter what happens with this, we will end up in a comfortable position, because this is the opposite. This is us in an ordeal, and this is us relaxing. So Spirit is giving us the result that will push us to want to make the change, because we know that we're going to come out okay. We have to believe that. And that's what we hold on to, the things that make us comfortable at home. So what is the gift? The Emperor. That's why we know that things are going to work out, because we become our own boss, if you will. And that could be physical, literal, not physical. It could be literal in the sense where you make certain decisions that give you, bring you into that leadership. My throat is very rough this morning. Just have another cup of tea. And then the devil comes in at the bottom, saying, there's a lot of work you went through there. You need to go with this idea of having a peace of mind. The devil says, we're going to put a brake on this. We're going to hold on to what we're doing here. Let's just take a look and see. There's the legacy. More swords. Okay, so Spirit's giving us one card at a time today. I'm glad for that. Yesterday was big. Oh. It's going to bring it down a little bit so you can have a good close-up. Okay, so we're back into the tens. We have two of them. And the devil is looking right at this. So he's saying legacy. Working it out in the mind, going around. Feeling like you lost something. It's, that worry and wonder. And here we're wondering what to do, how to do. This legacy is, I don't know, I want to finish. We have 14. This is a healing, you see. So again, with the devil showing up, we see that there's a slowdown, because like I said, it's going to go up and down, up and down. You'll feel it. You're already feeling it. The burden, there's a burden here. But this burden is to be put down. It's very lower, a lot of lower arcana flowing here. So we're not going to go further than that, because we know that it's a repetition now. The cycle we're being lulled, and then we're going into anxieties, or building up on anxieties, and focusing on our suffering, and feeling the burden that needs to be put down. See, we have the mastery card here. We know how to do things. That is why the devil is saying, you know what, you need to wait a little. Again, look at where it falls in the layout. Just being in the layout. This difficult turn, we have to face that. Spirit is just saying, you know, small doses. Take it in small doses. And every time the devil shows up is because we need to stop. We need to refocus our effort, because we want to have our abundance or legacy, but we need to go through other things. We need to sift through what we know we hold on to, or we need to let go of. Here we need to allow things to happen, because this is where we do not have control. And the devil just solidifies that, saying, well, no, you're not in charge here. Spirit is. And what you want is going to be a little painful to bring it in. But you will have the control. You will have that power, that authority. That mastery here is a result of having the authority. But knowing that we need to put the burden down. And then if we look at the 8 and the 10, we can say, well, it's an 18, bringing in the moon. So we're going to have to take it a little bit at a time. So within a month from now, we're looking at another change. More control, more feeling more control, more stability, more at home even. But we need to let go of things that have brought us to the point of difficult turns, and focusing on what we've left behind and what was taken from us. And see, that's why the devil is making sure that we mull it around, you know, because it'll make us stronger facing those fears, so that we can have our legacy. And our legacy, I mean, you can dream as much as you want and as big as you want, but you're going to get what you deserve, because that destiny card came around a few times, right? What is the oracle message for this lesson today? Thank you, Spirit. It's pretty straightforward in that we know we're suffering, and we are going to suffer a little more. And if we accept that suffering, it does make us stronger. It makes us smarter and wiser. And we have that ability to see all of what we've done, recognize by intelligence that we don't need to work so hard. We work smarter. And we put down the burden. We heal our wounds, our loss, because this is a loss card, and this is mourning. This is when you've lost everything. You feel like you have. Spirit is holding it back. Let's see, what is the oracle message? Oh, look at that. Releasing. Orgasm. For once, I shouldn't say that. Let's see what's underneath all this. See, there it is. This is what, and then there's the wisdom. I'm going to take them one at a time. Let's take a look at it. So, trust your body, elevate your spirit, open the gates to your renewal. Exactly. It fits in with this turmoil, this turn. We need to release. We need to take on different activities that take us out of worry and anxiety and gripping on to things that we need to let go of. It may not even be you. It may be people in your life, because you watching this, Spirit is giving you me, everybody who watches this right now, that peace of mind, that possibility of having peace of mind, release. Okay, if you see it in the sense where you need to go through a sexual relationship in order to release, that's your prerogative. But it doesn't mean it literally. If it works for you and that is where you are at, then yes, it makes sense. I'm not saying it because it says to have sex here that you need to go out and find someone. No. If you are looking to get to that calm, restful place, then you need to release the burden. You need to release that burden. That major turn in your life, whatever it is that you're holding on to, gripping tightly, because that's what this card represents. So does this one, because you're holding on to all of the ones that you shouldn't have to carry, that other people should have helped you with. And that is what you're mourning. In some cases, you're recognizing that this loss in itself is not, yes, it is a loss in love. For some of us who've lost loved ones and are struggling with letting them go, we're struggling with accepting that they are gone. Okay? That's what the release is about. To know that you can start again. And if even you've come to an ending, there is a beginning that is coming. A new beginning is coming. And Spirit is giving us that blockage because Spirit knows that we want to just go running out of the gate, and that could be detrimental because we're not ready. Psychologically, we're not ready. See what the growth says. It's a 16, so it's like a tower coming down. Okay? Inside myself, I've sown beauty with wounds, which speak of my immortality in the expansive, eternal song, softly bellowing in spirit. That would take reference to this card, where your wound, that loss, you're taking it and making something positive out of it. And that is what Spirit wants. And that is why Spirit is holding us back and reminding us that we wear our power proudly and unapologetically, for it is our birthright and it is eternal like our soul. And this is to say, like I've always been saying, that though times are tough and they may seem hard, and they are difficult in degrees of difficulty depending on your situation, it's going to turn around. Just keep having that faith, knowing that you're going through this, and you're forewarned, even because it's not just me who's saying all this, that this month up until October it's going to be difficult. I'm not the only one saying this. If you're listening to other tarot readers, you're hearing similarities amongst us. But the fact is you're paying attention to that, and you're accepting that times are difficult and have been difficult, and you want to hold on to what you believe. You want to get that free feeling. You have to go through a difficult ordeal. There's no avoiding it. When it's high arcana, you cannot change. You cannot say, well, no, I don't want this. Give me a different lesson. No, this is what you get. And this is why we get the devil coming in. To help us to accept and grow from the difficulty, the loss. Okay, so that we can come out smelling like roses. The wisdom card, I love this card. This card, I see sacrifice. Sacrifice. That's how it ends up with the sacrifice. So we don't just look within, dive deeply into the eternal realms of knowing. So accepting the situation, the difficult turns that you have to go through, and that you may lose what you hold dear, or you may change your belief, because that's a big change. And when you change what you believe, it's a major change in your life. This is when you sacrifice. You must find the ebb and flow of life within your very self. Embracing it all is embracing truth. That's the sacrifice. And then once we come through and understand and accept, and we allow things to change, we get to indulge. We get to celebrate again. That sacrifice here, I went and I shook up the deck, but I'm not lifting those cards. We're just knowing that things are going to come in once we allow that change and accept and release. That's what we have to focus on. If we take nothing away, we focus on the change that is around us, that is happening, then we allow it. Because if we fight it, we're just going to get blocked. We have to accept. We have to learn to move on from the things that we've lost or let go of or have been taken from us. If it is that our legacy is not going the way we want it to, that's when we have to sacrifice, make a change, and go with the flow, so that our wisdom, because we know that if we go with the flow, it'll be easier. We know that. We know if we choose to believe, we know it. It's not always going to be bad. There are going to be ups and downs. This month is riddled with ups and downs. But letting it go, releasing, finding an outlet that piques your interest. Okay, if it's sex, it's sex. But if it's dance, it's art, it's music, it's cooking, anything that will really shift your mood into accepting, or not even thinking about what troubles you're going through and the difficulty in life that you've faced. That is what brings us out and through a difficult term. With that, I say thank you for showing up, for your likes, your subscribe, and your shares. If this lesson didn't come to you as a lesson today, don't worry. It'll come around again. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Love and light.